welcome to vlog number
4.
So today, after popular request, we are talking about how to manage weddings.
Probably one of the hardest things to manage when you're on any type of journey, whether it's weight gain, weight loss, any social event. It means there's going to be lots of yummy but probably unhealthy food.
And we know how much you want to stick to your journey. Ultimately, I know there's going to be a lot of weddings, there's going to be lots and lots of events this summer, and of course you can't keep giving in at every single step.
As tempting as it is.
So we are here to help you today. We are at a wedding ourselves, so we're going to show you exactly what we do to stay on track and give you some lots and lots and lots of helpful tips and tricks to cope and get through. Lots and lots of tips to help you through this journey on weddings that you attend. So, starting with breakfast. Breakfast is such an important part of when you go to an event. If you aren't eating anything, then you're going to find that you're going to be extremely hungry. And when you get there, you're going to have a higher chance of binging on whatever unhealthy options are most likely provided. So what you want to do is make sure that you take a lovely filling breakfast with you. I've made myself a smoothie, which has got berries, which are low in sugar, some almond milk, and of course some protein powder. Protein keeps you feeling fuller for longer, and also during the day you're probably going to be encountering more high carbohydrate items than protein. So it's a great way to get in some protein before the rest of the day.
So some ideas to help you make sure you're getting in high protein, complex carbohydrates to keep you pushing out energy for a lot longer. So this morning I had overnight oats, peanut butter with sliced strawberries on top. It's good. But you might prefer to have different fruits or a different combination. Feel free to comment below and let us know. But what it does mean is that a little bit of preparation the night before means that I can then make sure that I'm getting in a good wholesome breakfast in the morning. I usually have a banana with it, so this morning I had a banana. And it does mean that then coming to lunchtime, I'm less likely to want to snack heavily on some of the other probably heavy carb items that will be provided at most social functions.
Our other must for the day for both Shaf and I is to take a water bottle. I've taken a 2-litre water bottle with me that will be with me throughout the ceremony and especially in the break between the two ceremonies. It's not often that they'll give you bottles and it's really difficult to track, so it's a great way of making sure that you're drinking enough water and staying hydrated. So when you first get to the wedding, there's always going to be a wedding breakfast of some kind. Now, it's quite unpredictable, I know, but one of the best things you can do is either stick with vegetables or fruit, which is high in fibre and will keep you fuller for longer. If they don't have these sorts of food available, then the best tip or trick that we can recommend is to grab a juice or to grab a drink of some kind and hold it. The best part of this is, number one, your hands are occupied, so it prevents you from picking on different things. And the second thing is that if somebody sees you with something in your hand, then they will be less likely to encourage you to eat more food. We know that a lot of people will try and tempt you with different sweets and different foods, especially if they are hosting, whereas if something is in your hands, then they will be less likely to come up to you and try and force feed you.
So, good idea is to walk around first and foremost and scour what's about. You're going to be so much more likely, if you're in a queue, looking at everything that's there, you're going to take on everything that's given to you. So if you take a moment beforehand to walk around, see what's available, and then start. So, if it's very likely there's is going to be food at lunch and at dinner. At lunchtime, try opting for a lot more water, a lot more healthier beverages, because you know that in the evening you're more likely to end up having maybe a few drinks here or there. So at lunchtime you can definitely increase your water intake.
So from all of the drinks that's available, I can see that there's a lovely water with some fruit in there, which looks amazing. So I definitely stick to that. Like Shaf said previously, making sure you're hydrated and drinking enough water to get you through the day. Especially because there's going to be moments in the day where drinking water might be a bit tough, i.e. when there's canapes or you're maybe getting ready, so that might be a bit tough. So make sure that you're drinking enough water, and that's a good shout for sure. Out of all the food that's available today, which we've already shown you, I would avoid anything that's fried. So you wouldn't want to have that, for example. You wouldn't want to have anything that's been drenched in oil, and try and avoid, if possible, to have a lot of processed carbohydrates. So anything that's white, for example, like white rolls and things like that. Usually, for example, over here, we've got a Pal station. So a great idea is to have, and feel free to add a bit of date chutney or to put some raita or something like that. But then you can fill it up with salad, which is great. And we've got some really nice wraps here. So whilst wraps may not be the healthiest thing in the world due to you not knowing how it's been cooked, it's actually a nice option because they're quite small and at least you can guarantee that it's going to be fried, which is great.
So you might find that there may not be a whole host of healthy options, and the way around that is to really exercise portion control. So you can still go for something that has just in your mouth. Of the day, the wedding in the morning is over, so we're in that lull period in between where you can catch up on a bit of rest, get your energy levels back up. You're not going to be able to do that, however, if you don't fuel yourself in the right way. So a good thing that we've done is brought some snacks along with us. So some high protein bars, good way to kind of get some good calories in this sort of dead period of the day, followed by some herbal teas, and yeah, it gives you a chance to kind of recuperate, maybe get a quick nap in, power nap, not a long nap, and then you miss the rest of the day. But yeah, it's a good chance to kind of get your energy levels back up and recuperate and kind of get sort of mentally prepped for the rest of the evening.
And you can't do that if you're stuffing yourself with high sugar and calorific foods. So a lot of people bring tepla and chakri and nashto, or if you are not Asian, then you'll have lots and lots of crisps and chocolate bars and sweets and things like that. And although they taste great for like 1 second in your mouth, they do make you feel quite tired, because if you imagine your blood sugar level, which goes all the way up and then crashes all the way down, and you're going to be absolutely exhausted and not able to enjoy yourself for the rest of the day.
Another thing is try not to have coffee in this sort of rest period, because having coffee after sort of 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon is going to wreak havoc with your sleep tonight, even though you might not feel it now. You definitely don't want that much caffeine in your system later on in the day.
So we have brought our peppermint tea bags and our green tea bags with us. So we've just made them in the hotel here. However, if you haven't got access to a hotel, perhaps it's not a long day or you're not staying over, then feel free to ask the caterers for some hot water. They won't mind giving you a mug of hot water, and then you simply just take your tea bag out of your pocket or your handbag, pop it in the mug, and off you go.
In this in-between period, when you've got a couple of hours, a couple of things you could do to fill the void rather than scrolling Instagram or Facebook. Try and think about how you can get your activity levels up.
Yeah, so if you've got enough time and if the environment permits, make sure you've brought some tracksuit bottoms, your trainers, etc. along with you, and go for a walk. It can be a really, really nice way to, like Shaf said, get your activity levels up, get your NEAT up. However, you can also explore the area, especially if it's somewhere that you're not familiar with. It's always nice to have a look around, breathe the fresh air, and also if you're kind of crashing, it's a nice way to boost yourself up again.
And if the weather isn't permitting, it's looking a bit cloudy and grey now, then your hotel room might give you enough space to get in some jogging on the spot or quick workout, beach body on demand. There's a couple of things you can do in that period, really.
Absolutely. Shaf and I also have workout videos on our Instagram pages, so you can take inspiration from those, as well as all your other favourite YouTube and Instagram channels, and use those to give you some inspiration for your workouts. Just quick workouts, 20-minute workout, 15-minute workout in hotel room.
I think it's really important though that you plan this in advance and you kind of communicate it with the rest of your family that you might be staying with, whether it's your partner or your kids, because then when it gets to this sort of rest period, there's no excuses and there's no chance of somebody being in your room or needing you to do something else, which then takes you away from what your original plan was.
Absolutely. And last but not least, in this in-between time, rest is really important. Shaf has mentioned it 4 or 5 times now. It's called a rest period. So make sure that you do get some shut-eye if you can. When you're in a new environment, eating different foods, doing something new, your body does come under a little bit of stress. So what you want to do is just try and make sure that you can take a bit of a nap and help your body just recover, recharge, and you'll feel so much better for it. When you're at dinner, it's often really, really difficult to find high protein, low oil, really, really good forms of carbohydrates. So we would always recommend take a salad, grab one curry or a dal, which has less oil, try and drain it if you can, spread it across your plate, make it look like there's a lot of food. That psychological aspect is so, so key. Let it look like there's a lot of food and enjoy it to the fullest.
That's why this is healthy. Full of water,
Yes.
Beautiful. Love it, thank you. Like that.
Love it.
Love it!
We hope all the tips helped and makes your day at a social event a little bit easier.
Remember that everything is about preparation. The biggest reason why people fail on fitness journeys outside of dieting and doing things which are not sustainable is the fact that they lack that preparation. For anything that you do in life, you need a bit of organization and preparation. If you've got an exam, you need to revise for it. If you've got a big project at work, you need to prepare for it. So exactly the same when you're on this health journey, make sure you prepare. All these things that you can do beforehand in preparation of the day, and you'll find then that each time you then have another event, it just gets easier and easier. You'll know exactly what to do and it will be like autopilot.
Comes natural. You'll see me reaching for that water rather than juices or lemonade, and it does get easier.
And the best part is you go home feeling so much better. You will have fun at the event, you'll have fun after the event, and you get to go home not feeling bloated, not feeling sick or hungover, whilst everybody else is feeling exactly that way.
If you liked this video, as always, please like, subscribe and share. Could help a lot of people and show us some support.
And of course, if there's anything else that you all want to know, just let us know. We really want to help. We think we did pretty well today, don't you?
Indeed.
Boom!